Jolly good show, Major.
What's going on, TTC? Proper conversation. Well, it's it's week 4, and we're playing on Monday Night Football. We once again are on primetime television, where we all know that our Seahawks tend to win. Matter of fact, the game on Sunday night against Green Bay, week before last, was the first primetime loss we've had in quite some time. I'm not sure about how long it's been, but it's been a minute. So I think we'll go ahead and get back into our winning ways. You can't win them all. Green Bay, played a great game and, handled us the way they needed to. But now we got these cowardly Lions coming into the clink, and I don't see them coming out of there with anything other than an L. They just don't have enough to offer to be able to overcome not only our smothering defense, but playing in Seattle. It's just going to be a little too much for them. 313 Hitman, I saw his video. He more or less just was talking about what his team's keys to victory are. I think he even wrote, in the description of the video that it wasn't a hate video. So I mean, how can I was actually working on something to talk a little smack to the dude, but he didn't really come with it, so whatever. But yeah, Detroit doesn't look. I mean, if their trend continues, we might actually blow them out at the clink. I mean, they're turning the ball, almost averaging 3 turnovers a game, and they're rushing. Their game in week 1 they ran for almost 70 yards as a team, and then week 2 and 3 they ran for under 40 both. I think only on the 28 yards, something like that. Third week, 28 yards as a team rushing the ball. Week 3 against Denver. So they're only throwing the ball. And the times they do run, they're not getting shit. They're one-dimensional, and I don't think any team can beat us when they're one-dimensional. The Bears tried to do it on Sunday, by just running the ball, and that wasn't going to work. So I don't think that Detroit is going to be able to do it just throwing the ball. I'm sure he'll be playing, but Pete Carroll is how he's always diplomatic with his responses during his press conferences. So we don't know whether Marshawn is going to be playing or not. But Thomas Rawls balled out on Sunday against the Bears. That dude was getting up in there looking like a brand new Marshawn Lynch. And he was getting in there. He runs hard, but he's fast and quick too. I'm not going to sit here and say, he might be better. I certainly wouldn't say that. But he definitely looked like a breath of fresh air out there with Marshawn kind of bumbling up to the line and, rolling off somebody and getting tackled. Rawls was attacking. Rawls was attacking the line of scrimmage. He looked real good. So, I think we'll be all right in the running game. Russell, just makes smart decisions. I think he'll be all right. Right now, Stafford is completing, a little over almost 65% of his passes, so he's doing well, in that respect. He's thrown for every touchdown he's thrown a pick. So, he got 5 picks and 5 interceptions. So, for 5 touchdowns and 5 picks. So, if we can get some pressure on him, force him into something, the LOB can change that game real quick with a couple of opportune turnovers. This game might be over early. Obviously, you got Megatron Calvin Johnson coming out there on the field. Anytime he's playing football, you gotta watch out for him. So I would have to go ahead and assume the appropriate adjustments will be made for Megatron. I'm excited to see Golden Tate in the house. Yeah, I made a video after the schedule was released during the offseason. Excuse me, during the offseason about what games I think were going to be big. Just as a fan, and this was one of them. The Green Bay game, obviously, and then the second one, big game for me was this one because Golden Tate's coming back to the Kling. That there should be a lot of hype for that, I would assume. And Golden Tate's been playing football, boy, out there in Detroit. He's he made a point to show that, hey, you know what, he can be a force in this league, and he's done just that. Golden Tate has not rested since he's been in Detroit. I'm looking forward to seeing him. They got a tight end, that Eric Ebron or whatever his name is. He's playing football real good for him. He's been a big target for Stafford. So we'll see what happens with that. I hope we can go ahead and not get destroyed by a tight end like we did in Week 1. That was minus Cam Chancellor, but we don't got guys falling down. I think we'll be okay. Yeah, I guess that's it, man. This is a little quick one, little quick boring one. Not nothing exciting going on here. No hate to really speak of. Just looking forward to the game on Monday night, and we'll see 313 Hitman's Crow. I hope it's a good one, and I hope 313 Hitman, when you do your Crow video, bro, try to open your jaws a little bit when you talk, cause you talk like you don't want to open your jaws. Why do you talk like that? How come you don't open your jaws when you're trying to talk in your video? Like you always want to look mad. Is that a Detroit thing? Is that a Detroit thing where you just don't open your jaws, you don't move your jaws at all when you talk? Alright, that's the only shit talking I'm gonna do. Hey man, that's it. Monday Night Football. Cowardly Lions coming to get that pussy whipped. Fuck the 49ers. Go Hawks.